Good evening everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers Adda 24/7. My name is Amanjot and I am here to discuss a very important strategy like what should we do to clear the PPB exam or the Principles and Practices of Banking subject in your October attempt. Okay, so first of all, those candidates who have joined us here, do let me know is audio and video both are okay, are we good to go, let me know. Apart from that, do share the session with your colleagues also who are going to give the PPB exam in the next attempt of your JAIIB, that is October 2023. So let's start the session. Before starting the session, what we are going to discuss today is simply how to decide or how to cover the whole syllabus of the Principles and Practices of Banking, and what should we do to complete this particular subject, and what should be the best approach or what should be the best way to cover this particular subject. Okay, so let's start. Before starting the strategy, before discussing the preparation guide, first let's see the important dates that I have told you yesterday also. That is, first of all, your registration is starting in the month of August and the exam dates are already here. In the October you will have your exam. Okay, so that we have discussed in the last class also. So these are the dates of your exam. If I talk about Principles and Practices of Banking, so you are going to have your paper of PPB on 14th of October. Okay, so the second paper of your JAIIB will be PPB subject. That is the second paper of your exam, that is Principles and Practices of Banking. And these are the important dates for registration without fine and with fine. Okay, so you can see you have to give a certain amount of fee, plus your fine for the late submission of your application. Okay, so this is the important dates we have discussed. Now let's move and see. As you all know that there are 4 subjects in your JAIIB exam. The pattern has been changed. The 2 new subjects has been introduced in the JAIIB by the AIIB. That is, first one is Indian economy and Indian financial system, and the second one is retail banking and wealth management. These are the 2 new subjects for all of you who have already given a particular attempt for the JAIIB, or those who haven't given the exam. You can see these are the 4 subjects will be there. Paper 1, Indian economy. Paper 2, Principles and Practice of Banking. Paper 3, AFM, and paper 4 will be retail banking. So today we are going to talk about this particular subject, that is Principles and Practices of Banking. If I talk about PPB, it has 4 modules and the names are in front of you. The module A is talking about general banking operation. Okay, the module A is talking about general banking operation. If I talk about this particular subject, PPB, Principles and Practices of Banking, so this is a kind of subject that you will find easy. Easy not in the sense that the syllabus is very small or something else like that. Easy in the sense that you already have heard about these terminologies, you have already heard about these products of the banking system, you already have done practical on these particular topics which you are going to read in the Principles and Practices of Banking subject. Okay, so that's why somehow you will find this particular subject comparatively easy to all the other 3 subjects. Retail banking is also easy for all of you, similarly PPB, but in comparison to retail banking and PPB, you will face a little bit difficulty in case of your PPB subject because the syllabus is vast. Okay, if I talk about the Principles and Practices of Banking, it has 4 modules. As you can see, the names are in front of you. And if I talk about the total units under this particular paper, there are 55 units. If I talk about total units, there are 55 units in the 4 modules, and this particular subject have a huge syllabus. The maximum syllabus is in this particular subject only. Okay, so let's start with the particular understanding of all the modules. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the module A. Let's talk about the general banking operation. Now, what are the general banking operations? Simply the products and services that bank is providing to the customer. That's a general banking operation we have to discuss here. And in case of general banking operation, we have to cover banker-customer relationship. That's a first operation that helps to make the public the customer of a bank. Okay, or I can say this is the opening a bank account in a bank by any particular individual is the first step towards a banker and customer relationship. So that starts with the general banking operation. So somehow we have to cover the banker customer relationship. AML KYC. AML KYC now became a very huge part of your syllabus, because earlier in the old pattern of syllabus, AML and KYC, you all have heard about this. anti-money laundering and know your customer. These are the two guidelines that will be given by RBI. Also at the international level, FATF is there. So certain AML and KYC guidelines has been given to stop the money laundering and to stop the terrorism financing. And also the KYC is helping here to make it possible that no person will be using banking operations, banking functions, banking product and services in any kind of illegal activity. Okay, like in money laundering. Money laundering is what? Conversion of black money into white money. To convert the black money into white money, people are using the banking channels. They open the bank account, they transfer their funds there, etc. So that's why there are certain guidelines has been introduced, and this is the very huge part of your syllabus in the PPB. In the first module, that is module A, you will find around 3 to 4 chapters. You have to study about the guidelines of AML and KYC. You have to study about the principal officer. You have to study about the AML team. You have to study each and every step or each and every particular action that bank have to take and in a certain condition, like periodic updation of the KYC when it has to be done, and if there is a suspicious transaction, if there is any kind of report that has to be submitted to the FIU-IND, all these rules, regulations, guidelines will become under the banking operations. Okay, apart from that, we have to study the different types of deposit accounts. What different types of deposit accounts is bank providing? Then the banker special relationship. As we know, creditor, debtor, agent, principal, these are the banker customer relationship. When it comes to the special relationship, like attachment order is there, okay, garnish order is there, so that we have to cover here in the special banker customer relationship. Apart from that, in this particular module, we have to study the cash management services that bank provide, the foreign currency account that bank provide for their residents and non-residents, that we have to cover. What kind of conditions have to be fulfilled to get the particular type of accounts in the banking. Apart from that, you have to cover here the ancillary services that banks provide, like the different types of services that bank is providing. Also, we have to cover the financial inclusion and financial literacy here. That's a major part of our country. Not only RBI, but also the government of India is trying to link each and every person with the banking services, with the financial product and services. So that we have to cover, and these are the general operations of the bank that bank will cover. And in this particular module A, you will find there are around 21 units. So you can see it covers a huge part. Out of 55, you have a 21 units in your module A. If I talk about the module B, that's a that second one is your lending operations of bank. Hana, second one, we have to cover the lending operations of a bank. That will be functions of a bank that you have to cover in the module B. So here, simply the principles of lending, the different types of borrowers, types of credit facility, your operational aspect of loan, types of collateral, different modes of charging security, because it is totally about the lending operations. This is totally about the lending operation. So collateral, changing securities, documentation, NPA, laws related to recover the debts, recover the NPA, that we have to cover here. Yeah. Okay. That we have to cover here in the lending operations of banking, right? Apart from that, we have to cover. Apart from that, we have to cover here letter of credit. That's a part of non-fund credit system of the bank. Like we know that banks provide two types of services to us, like the credit facility and the non-credit facility. So the letter of credit comes under the non-credit facility of a bank, because bank do not have to provide the funding here. Okay, so that's we are discussing here in the lending operations of bank, like what kind of different types of lending facility bank is providing. Apart from that, we have to cover here the deferred payment guarantee, also bank guarantee, you have heard about it. That's also a lending operation of a bank. Bank provide the personal finance also. All these lending operation, not only the types of lending operation we have to study, but we have to study the guidelines also, like who are eligible, at what condition bank will provide loan, how much loan will be provided, what will be the percentage of collateral, etc. Everything have to be covered under the lending operations of a bank. Okay, that we have to cover. Apart from that, priority sector lending, obviously a very important part of lending operation, the PSL. Priority sector lending is a very important chapter, not only for principles and practices of banking, but also for your Indian economy and Indian financial system. Both the subjects cover your PSL. Okay, so what is PSL? We have to cover what are the guidelines, the targets and sub-targets has been given by the RBI to the banks. Apart from that, agricultural finance we have to cover in detail here. Okay, and MSME we have to cover. Government schemes are very important because there are certain government schemes like Mudra Yojana is there. Hana Mudra, the theme of Mudra Yojana is funding the unfunded and also to reach out to the last mile financiers in the country so that we will be able to fund each and every person who is not getting funding in the country. That's why Mudra Yojana was introduced, and that's also a part of the lending operation of a bank. So certain government schemes we have to cover, how self-help groups are getting loan, what is the role of microfinance institution, all that we have to cover under the second module of your PPB. Now if I talk about, this is the second module, and if I talk about the second module, around 20 units you will find under the second module, yani ki module B. Okay, if I talk about module C, that is banking technology. Now you can understand this is totally going to talk about the bank computerization, core banking solution, cash management services, everything, like each and every platform that bank is using to provide the services to the customer, which have to be covered here under the banking technology. Okay, like first, for example, bank computerization, CBS, core banking solution, your digital banking, your NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, because it also uses a certain technology to provide online services, NFS, National Financial Switch, all the fintech, regtech, subtech, hashtag banking, etc. All these have to be covered under the banking technology. Like what technology bank is using to provide multiple services to the customer. Okay, that has to be covered here. So if I talk about this particular module C of yours, this particular module C of yours, it covers around 8 or 9 units. I think around 8 or 9 units will be the part of your module C. Then we have a module D, that is ethics in banks and financial institutions. So when we know about, what does we know about ethics? Ethics is simply when you study ethics, ethics is simply a study, a systematic study of a human behavior, like in what kind of circumstances, how to behave, how to react. Also, it studies human nature, it studies the human being's nature to understand what is right and wrong. Like it is very obvious that in front of us, there are certain situations when two things are right and we have to take decision out of that, which particular decision will be much better comparatively. Okay, that's what the ethics is. So ethics is simply your morale, your principles, like how you have to work in a bank, what will be right for a bank, what will be right for the customers, what will be right for the general public. According to like the decision you are taking, it should be getting a maximum output in the right sense for maximum shareholders of that particular topic. So that you have to cover in the ethics, like ethics, business ethics. Individual level, you have to, how you have to perform. At employee level, how you have to perform. Like for example, if a person is ethical, let's say for example, there is a person who is ethical person. Ethical person, it means that person have their own morals, principles, their own human values they have. So when a person is there, you have appointed a certain person, you appointed a person who is an ethical person. It means what? It means simply that particular person will be following the code of conduct of your bank. Code of conduct is what? Simply the set of rules. The rules, regulations that has been given by the bank, that is the code of conduct. Like a rule book. Every organization have a rule book. Like if you are working in this organization, this is how you have to behave. This is the time you have to come to the office. This is the hours you have to work every day, etc. All the terms and conditions, or I can say all the rules, how to be a part of this particular company or organization, that is in the form of code of conduct. And you have to follow that code of conduct. And if the person is ethical, it means definitely he's going to follow the code of conduct. And if the person is following the code of conduct, it is for the welfare of the bank, it is for the welfare of the customers of the bank and the general public also. Like you are not doing anything wrong. Like if a person is honest, it means what? It means person is following the rules and regulations and not doing anything right. If the person is of integrity, like if someone came to me and trying to give me a, let's say, for example, the certain person came to the bank and tried to give something, like there is no transparency and something like that. The person is offering a certain thing to you to pass a loan or to do something in the lending operations or deposit operation, or maybe you have a suspicious transaction. So you are talking to the bank official to hide that particular suspicious transaction report from the RBI, from the principal officer, or etc. है ना. So in that sense, if once you have said no, that's a part of your honesty. है ना, like you said no, this cannot be done. I will be following the rules and regulation. I will not be let's say I will not breach any kind of code of conduct of my organization, of my bank. That's the honesty. But when in your nature you show this behavior of yours, so you show this principle of yours, your human values on a continuous basis, that's a part of your integrity. है ना, when there is a honesty in your behavior at the continuous level, that represents the integrity. Okay, now the next one we have to cover in this particular module will be your work ethics at the workplace, like how to behave in a workplace, है ना, what kind of environment you have to make around you. Like there are so many things that make a person an ethical person to unethical, because he have joined a such kind of group, है ना, in the organization. So we know every organization have a formal form and the informal form. So that's what we are talking about in the work ethics at workplace, है ना. So this is what the module D is, and around 5 units you will find here. Around 5 units will be there in the module D. That's a part of ethics. So you can see the module A and B has major part of your syllabus. Okay, it has a major part of your syllabus that will be covering the 20 or 21 units. So this is the huge part of your syllabus comes under the A and B, and the maximum part is related to AML, KYC, types of deposit accounts, and the accounts for residents, and the types of customers a bank will have, etc. So that's A and B modules are huge modules. So what we have to do here, when we are starting preparation, so as you have already seen that which module have a highest syllabus, or I can say maximum syllabus in your principles and practices of banking. So we have to divide our time accordingly. If I talk about the module D, you can easily complete the ethics in banks and financial institution in the time period of 10 days. That is sufficient. Not more than 10 days you have to give in this particular module, and 10 days with the revision I am talking about. It's not like you will take 10 days to complete this particular module. No, you can complete and you can revise once this particular module. Okay, if I talk about banking technology, similarly around 10 to 15 days you have to give here in the banking technology. But the banking technology can be a little bit tricky for all of you, because you have to learn all the technical, or I can say technology that bank is using, like what NPCI is using, how NSCH work, how CBS work, what are the functions of CBS, how the CTS was introduced, what are the process of CTS, what are the benefits, advantages, etc. You have to cover, like what is fintech, what is regtech, etc. You have to cover. So it will take 10 to 15 days to complete the syllabus, because the paper is the paper will be asked in very depth, and then that's why you have to cover the whole syllabus in the detail. And you have to go with the conceptual clarity, and for conceptual clarity you have to give 10 to 15 days for the banking technology, and then you have to revise it. Okay, and then the whole time of yours should go to the general banking operations, and the second one is lending operations of a bank. So the maximum focus should be, or you should do two things. There are two priorities. You can do two things. You can start with the module D. Like if you are preparing by yourself, you have already content, you have a book of Macmillan, you can start with the module D, cover within the 10 days, revise it, and then move to the module C. Okay, then you can go with the module A and B. But if you have a patience, like there are certain people, if you start with module A, it is very obvious within 1 month you will complete the module A only. And there are certain candidates who start feeling like stress. They are stressing out. Like the 1 month already has gone. I have not completed the module, even module A only. So you will start stressing out. Don't do that, because you can see only 8 and 5 units are there in the C and D module. If it is taking 2 months, let's say for example in the module A and B, that is okay, because it has a huge theory part. And then within 1 month, revision plus understanding of what C and D module can be done. Okay, so this is how you can start preparing for the principles and practices of banking, and these are the unit. Total 55 units are there. It means we have to start from the very first day, because it has a huge syllabus. Okay, other classes schedule I will be sharing in the end of the class. Now next, so this is what you have to do. This is the principles and practices of banking. and all the 4 modules which we have discussed. Right now, how to start preparation? That's nothing new you have to do. That's a very basic thing you have studied in the school. Also, you have heard about this particular strategy from your school teacher, your college teachers, and after that, when you're preparing for POS or clerk exam. So first of all, understand the paper, understand the exam, what the exam is asking for, what the exam wants from you in return of your result, etc. Then you have to understand the syllabus, as I have told you that what will be subtopics in the modules, है ना? Like I have showed you the name of the module, but I have guided you that what you have to cover under the general banking operations, what you have to cover under the lending operations, है ना? So you have to see each and every topic. You have to read each and every topic of your syllabus so that you will know which particular part of your syllabus comes under where. Because there are 3 subjects, that is PPB, Indian economy and Indian financial system, then retail banking and wealth management. These are the 3 subjects. They have somehow a little bit part of their syllabus similar. If you study PSL, it will help you in PPB in the Indian economy. If you study the banking products, it will help you in the IFS and the retail banking and also PPB. So if you are covering the syllabus, do make sure you read syllabus very carefully. After that, you will start your preparation. Then after you have checked the syllabus of PPB, just make a proper study plan. How many days you have to give to which particular module. If you are starting from the module A, it is going to take time. You have to be patient about it because it has a 21 units. And the 21 units will be covering maximum part of your theoretical syllabus, or I can say theories of your AML, KYC, types of deposit account, types of customers, and etc. So you have to be patient about it, that it is going to take 1 month. If you are starting with the module D and then C, then in 1 month you can complete the 2 modules. Okay, so according to because see, each and every person should have their own strategy. We are here to guide you, but how much you can put your efforts, how much time you can give right now. If you are able to give more hours to study right now, you can start with the module A, and if you have a less time right now, you can go with the module D. Okay, so because at the calm time you will start like it will give you motivation also. Like when you completed the module D, you will get the motivation like, yes, I have completed the module D, then I have completed module C, I have to revise, I have to study only 2 modules, and then I will go for the revision. But if you start with the module A, somehow I have already told you, maybe you will start stressing out, and it somehow demoralize you that already 1 month has gone and I have not completed a single module. So this is how this should be in your mind when you are deciding from where do you start. Okay, then after that, give the mock test topic wise. The mock test should be topic wise plus the full mock test, and both will be available at the AIIB 24/7 application. Now the topic wise mock test will be available as we have completed a unit 1. The unit 1 mock test will be added in your account. Okay, this facility has been added in this particular attempt. Now do self-evaluation in the topic wise test also and in the full mock test also. Why mock test is important? To understand that whatever you are studying, you are able to apply that particular knowledge in a question or not. Maybe you are understanding each and everything. Maybe there is a chances you are understanding each and everything, but somehow you are not able to apply that knowledge in your paper. Then what's the sense? You have studied the case study, you have completed the syllabus, but you don't know how to apply that knowledge in the case study. So there is no sense of reading. That's why you have to do your self-evaluation. Like, are you capable of completing the syllabus? Are you capable of understanding the subject? Are you capable of understanding the question, what the question is asking? And are you capable of applying the knowledge you have studied in the classes in your paper? Okay. And then revise regularly, because I have told you it has a huge theoretical subject. There are 4 subjects, 3 subjects are theoretical subjects, so you have to revise on the regular basis. Otherwise you will feel because of the lack of revision, you will be starting confusing the topics. So that's why the regular revision is important, and this is how you can cover your PPB, you can cover your principles and practice of banking subject. Right now, how we are going to help you in this particular subject, or not only in this particular subject, in fact in overall preparation of yours. So I have told you here, first you have to do what? Make proper study plan. In the study plan, do make sure you are going as per the concepts. Acha, don't do this thing that there are 21 units are there in the module A, and you have decided on first day I will complete unit 1, second day unit 2, third day unit 3, fourth day unit 4. Not possible, because a single unit is covering around the data of 1 or 2 units. So you need a time to understand that. Okay. So when you are making a proper study plan, make this study plan according to concepts. Like how many concepts are there in a particular unit, how many concepts are there in a particular module. According to you, according to that, you have to make a study plan that you have to take 3 days or 4 days or 5 days to complete a single unit. Okay. So you can see here in this particular Sankalp JAIIB English medium batch, you will get the conceptual classes. Okay, you will get the conceptual classes here. Apart from conceptual classes, you will get topic-wise mock test. Topic-wise questions will be available in your account. Similarly, you give like a mock test, na? Similarly, you will get the topic-wise questions to attempt in your application, na? As a mock test. Then, after topic-wise test, you will get the full-length mock test also. Like the 100 questions mock test will be available for all of you, so that you will be giving a proper 1-hour paper in your home, like exam before exam, so that you know how much you are attempting and what score you are getting. There is a no negative marking, so you can attempt the whole questions, but still how much you are scoring is matters. So that's what we have to do. Now, these are the 3 most important things will be there, and this is definitely going to be very useful, because with the help of topic-wise questions, you will be able to know, or you will be able to understand that what level of questions can be asked from which particular topic. So this is going to help you. Apart from that, ebooks will be there. Ebooks will be there. Like if you are in a bank, you are not able to watch the video, you can't use the headphones or earphones. What you can do, you can simply open your phone and you can read your ebooks. Apart from that, the class PDFs will be available on your application. You can read from the PDFs also. So these benefits will be available in this particular batch. Starting from 19th of June, the individual timing of the classes, like when the Indian economy will be there, when PPB will be started, everything will be informed by me to you in the upcoming 1 or 2 classes. Okay, and from 19th of June, we are starting Indian economy and Indian financial system. Timing I will be informing you very soon, within 1 or 2 days. Okay, and how to enroll, I will tell you the process to enroll, and this is the particular number. If you find any kind of difficulty to enroll in the batch, you can call this particular number and you can get the guidance. Okay, now how to enroll? To enroll, what you have to do, simply you have to go to the Adda 24/7 application. If you haven't downloaded the application, do download it, because in the application you will get 1% additional discount. That will be monetary benefit for you. Now then you have to go to the JAIIB CIB section, click here, and if you want to go with the individual product of your JAIIB, like if you want to go with the individual JAIIB batch, click on the JAIIB October 2023. If you want to go with the Mahapack, click here. Now what is Mahapack? I will let you know. First, this is the batches. So you can see, do check which batch you are enrolling. These are the bilingual batches. This is English medium, this is bilingual, and the rest are English medium. Okay. So these are the English medium batches. Let's say you want to go with the only Indian economy subject, then you can enroll in a single subject batch. If you want to go with the AFM, that is also available. If you want all the 4 subjects, just click on the particular product. Do read all the details. After reading all the details, you have to click on the buy now option, and you have to add a coupon code, that is PREP80. When you add a PREP80 here, you can see 80% discount will be available for you. But more than that discount will be available if you use application. So on application, you will get 1% additional discount by using the coins. Only in application, not on the website. So around 3,700 something you have to pay, or 3,600 something you have to pay to get this particular product. Validity will be 6 months. It will be covering your live classes, conceptual classes, topic-wise test, mock test, ebook, everything. Now, so what is Mahapack? Mahapack is simply that covers everything. Everything is like all the running batches on the Adda 24/7, all the completed batches on the Adda 24/7, your ebooks, your test series, your mock test, your video courses, everything will be covered under the Mahapacks. Okay, so you can go with the JAIIB ka Mahapack. It has a 12 months validity. As you can see, double validity is going on. Or you can go with the JAIIB CIB ka Mahapack. That will be covering 2 years validity, because the double validity is there. So this is the Mahapack. You can go do read all the details. After reading the details, same process you have to follow. Just click on the buy now option. Okay, click on the buy now option and enter same code, that is PREP80. Again, 80% discount will be available. 1% additional discount will be available by using the coins on the application. And this is how you can enroll. Okay, so I hope how to start the preparation for the PPB, and when the batch is starting from 19th of June. On 19th of June, I will be meeting to all of you for the Indian economy and Indian financial system. Apart from that, one more important information I want to give you all, and that information is that at 7:30 every day, 7:30 p.m. now we are going to meet for the principles and practices of banking, and topic wise study we are starting from tomorrow. Apart from that, at 8:30 p.m. I will be meeting to all of you only on Offices at 24/7 for the Indian economy and Indian financial system subject. And these two sessions will be for English medium candidates. Okay, bilingual timing I will be informing you soon, but this is for the English medium candidates. And this is the timing. We will be meeting regularly in the evening only on Offices at 24/7. Clear? So do remember, batch is starting from 19th. Batch start date is 19th. Batch starts on 19th of June. It means from Monday. Okay, and right now 81% discount is going on, so you can use a code PREP80 to get the 81% discount, and do download the application so that you can get the additional 1% discount. If you still have any kind of doubt, you can ask your doubt, Hana, in the comment section. I will be checking your comment and answering there. So let's end the session here. Last but not the least, we are going to meet again at 8:30 p.m. for the Indian economy, and we are going to discuss strategy of Indian economy. And if you haven't downloaded this, if you haven't subscribed the channel Offices at 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Okay, so let's end here. Thank you for joining the session, and let's meet again at 8:30 p.m. Thank you all. Have a good time.